have grown weary of the endless wait. The fate of this land is of no interest to me anymore.
However, you humans managed to meet the expectations of the heaven. Moika, as the price for using my power, and with you, the war that your nation has waged from—
Mawika!
You got here sooner than I expected.
What are you doing?
Closing the final chapter on the plan that has consumed Natlan for 500. We've eradicated the Abyss from Natlan. Only by completely restoring the Night Kingdom can— But the architect of the Night Kingdom is near her end. And worse still, if her life force is depleted, we have no need for the Ode of Resurrection right now.
So—
Yes. My plan is to— 500 years ago, I got a chance to see all my plans to completion. And now—
I respect your decision, Mawika. But this method requires— The flames of your life force are exceedingly strong. But
I've thought about that. With the Abyss out of the picture for now, the Sacred Flame's power will be consumed at a much slower rate. Future Pyro-Archons will continue to seek new sources of fire.
Once again, you place hope in the hands of the future.
But the pilgrimage can replenish the power of the Sacred Flame. We can give it that
Because I want the pilgrimage to change. The pilgrimage was an essential part of our struggle against the Abyss. A grand competition full of promise, fear, and anxiety have been our constant companions. We knew what the consequences would be if we laid down our arms. Morality left us with no other choice. And so, Natlan became the nation of war. This is where Xbalanque defeated the dragons and granted our people the liberation of their flesh. There will be no war, only competition. One fueled— A new future deserves a new meaning.
Very noble indeed. But what does In my eyes, Mawika, you are not inherently Yes. The situation is urgent, and
That is where we differ, Lord of the Night. You see all humans, a leader is swift and decisive, someone capable of making the right choice, even when sacrificing the remainder of my life. After all, leadership is built on— The people look to their leader to make the world a better place. For that reason, I must see my duty through to the very end.
But what about you, Mawika? Is it that unimportant to you?
It's not important, Citlali. There is nothing more important than protecting the future we built.
I shall accept Mawika's sacrifice for the Lord of the Night as her death, and I will bear witness to the very end. Thus concludes the deal I made with Xbalanque several times. Lord of the Night, you may now— What are you waiting for?
There is another who wishes to take part in the ceremony.
Another?
I was too big.
If the life of this second individual fails to—
Rest assured, his life will hold equal value. I am the helper of humanity.
Wait, this feeling—
We made it.
Thank you for showing me the way.
The captain?
The other individual you mentioned.
Indeed. Like you, he—
Mawika, I understand how you feel. And if I weren't but like you, I've been waiting for this day for— You created this new future, and you deserve to— But death is the end I have been trying to reach all along.
Your people?
That's right. They have been with me for the past 500 years.
But how? Carrying that— Besides, you weren't affected by—
Do you still remember the voice that you heard? It came from my heart. With the help of technology from Conria, my heart was modified to convert memories and souls from the ley lines into knowledge. As a result, I became extremely sensitive to souls and developed the ability to sense their presence. much like yourself. After encountering countless lost souls during the disaster 500 years ago, I forsook the capacity for knowledge. The lives of my comrades, as well as many Natlanese.
And you want to...
Yes. The ley lines will not accept them. But by merging my existence with the Lord of the Night...
He expressed this to me. The captain envisions a kinder and fairer set of rules for humanity. In addition, he aims to challenge the authority of the ruler of death.
After all, it's because of her that I bear the curse of immortality. Then, bear witness to my resolve and hatred. The people of Conria committed grave sins. And for that, we were cursed to suffer endless physical torment. Cursed to witness the demise of everything we held dear. But most of us were innocent. Most of us knew nothing of the Five Sinners' exploitation of abyssal power. Myself included. If I sacrifice my life for the Lord of the Night, you get the death you desire. But, at the same time, the curse of immortality would negate the very death you seek. Left unresolved, that paradox could uproot the natural order of this world. Even you, great ruler of death, lack the capacity to bear the consequences of that outcome. Your curse is now the tool with which I will overturn the oppression of the gods. This is my challenge to you. Forsake one of your rules. The choice is yours.
Your new heart has limitless potential, and you have wielded it with bravery and honor. I grant you the title of Sentinel Knight. Like the four pillars of strength, you will continue to safeguard the glory of Conria.
The glory of Conria.
Our land, our dignity, and every comrade who fights alongside us.
The Night Kingdom is almost destroyed. Our fallen soldiers, your comrades, they have nowhere to go. Huh? What are you doing? Are you taking all their souls with you? You're just an ordinary person. You can't bear that kind of burden.
No hero should have to wander alone.
The curse of immortality. Using immortality to fight death. Using my rules against me.
Make your choice. Reject your rules. Or allow me to trigger the paradox.
The curse of immortality must stand. Use it to fulfill your final wish.
Well fought, my lord. Thank you for everything.
This time, let's go together.
Yes. Let's go together.
The captain, he...
The curse of immortality still exists. Does that mean the captain will never move from this place?
Lord of the Night, Is the captain's...
There is no need to pursue traces of him. For those cursed...
Even so, his long journey has finally come to a close. I cannot imagine how much pain he endured.
There's something I've been trying to figure out. I tried to ask him about it on the way here, but he didn't answer.
It's probably due to the voice. When souls merge in a single being, souls that retain memories of their death often scream and
So, over the past 500 years, he didn't sleep? At all?
Without experiencing the curse of immortality. But I can see why his hatred for the ruler of death was so... In the end, he used that immortality to his advantage, and granted the Lord of the Night eternal life by fusing his existence with hers. Well fought,
You may wonder why the Night Kingdom, a land of souls, was unable to... The reason lies in the Heavenly Principle's modifications to the ley lines. The original... But at one point in time, Natlan's ley lines were decimated. That unique quality is precisely what drew the captain to Nat.
Did he try the same thing in other nations?
Yes. But he fought to save Natlan not only to defeat the Abyss, but because this is the only land where the souls within him could find salvation. We met not long ago to talk about that very... I, too, recognize the need to change the rules of the ley lines. In the eyes of the Heavenly Principles, that kind of change is extremely risky.
Thank you for
See, Lolly, when I gave you the Pilgrim's Chronicle, how many years of life are enough? But now, I have the chance to live forever.
You don't need to thank us.
Heavy? No. Farewell, humans. Creators of miracles. A new era awaits you.
Looks like she returned to the Night Kingdom.
So, this was the captain's goal all along. He fought to the end for all those souls and challenged the rules of the world in the process.
He was an outstanding... He took on a burden that was meant for me and even brought about a better outcome. He was right. Natlan needs a leader to guide its future. If not a successor, then that responsibility will continue to be mine to bear. But for now, let us pay our final respects to this fallen hero. To my sister Hine. I know all that remains in the Night Kingdom is your memory, but I still wanted to write a short letter to tell you about the situation after the war. After countless partings and farewells, Natlan has finally entered an era of peace. The pilgrimage is still a popular tournament, but now its only purpose is to showcase the thrill of competition, rather than select warriors for war. Our cultural legacy is not rooted in our suffering. In this era of peace, Natlan's fire will burn brighter than ever. With the restoration of the Night Kingdom, our people are now free to leave our borders, and many have set their sights on the wonders of Tibet. I'm sure many exciting and eye-opening, and although our battle scars will fade, the stories of our heroes will never be forgotten. When a new you returns to this land one day, I know you'll recognize the significance. The land we love has not been destroyed, but grows stronger by the day. I will forever be grateful that I got to... And when the flames deliver this letter to you, I actually got the chance to... And not a moment too soon. It's time to bid farewell to all the fallen.
Hey, is that part new? Paimon's never seen it before.
Woohoo! Let's go!
We are gathered here today to bid farewell to all who lost their lives in this war. This struggle has caused us profound pain and but through it all, our bravery and resolve, even the tiniest of sparks can unite to become a blazing fire. They lit our way forward and showed us the path to victory. When our homeland is revived and life blooms again, they will return. It is just as our poem describes. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside Sun, those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire. The fallen are never truly lost. And as we create new legends and write new poems in all their deeds immortalized in our memory, and their names immortalized in stone. This epic will be remembered in the actions of every valiant warrior and brave Saurian, all equally important and indispensable. I would also like to take the time to recognize a Fatui Harbinger, who sacrificed his life for our cause. He was a warrior from Conria, who helped defend our nation 500 years ago. A man who used his own heart as in the end, he fulfilled his wish and returned the souls to the ley lines. By turning his curse into a weapon, he defeated his fated foe and protected me in the process. We have had our differences but on this occasion, we honor him.
Strange. Why does no one care about my heroism? Well. A compliment. Hey! Why are you glaring at me? Oof.
Hey, did you hear? As long as we get
Yeah, it's because the ley lines have been restored, right?
that means we can finally see the out. I heard that Fontaine has a huge ocean.
I want to go to Liyue.
Sounds like the makings of a great. But first, we all promised we would.
Okay, if something like this happens again,
Our hero's here. Is there something you want to discuss? The forces of the Abyss have always sought to corrode Tibet. The ley lines were created by the heavenly principles. If the Abyss had free reign, this world would become Any attempt by humanity to harness the power of the Abyss is met with swift punishment. That unyielding approach is also the source of great sorrow and hatred. Perhaps the truth will reveal itself during your future adventures. Oh, the Ode of Resurrection didn't take effect at all. Your own strength is what allowed you to keep fighting. Still, moral support is also an important, if underappreciated effect of the Ode of Resurrection. The captain's subordinates sent us a letter he left behind. After our duel at the stadium, he asked the Tsaritsa to The captain respected the outcome of that match. and refused to violate his principles. But since this is the final gnosis, I doubt perhaps a replacement harbinger will be sent here soon. I'll make sure to be prepared. A direct conflict with, so make sure you're ready for any scenario. On a related note, such fragments are known as Ancient Moon's remnants, relics of secret source technology from the era of the ancient dragons. Our investigation revealed them to be the subordinates of the Doctor. Their stronghold is in Nod Krai, a land with a long history not far from Snezhnaya. The people there can use a very special Ancient Moon's remnants, the Doctor, a mysterious power. The project that connects all three must be ambitious indeed. Huh? Tribe? In truth, apart from a few ancient names associated with a certain tribal culture or tradition, most ancient names can be inherited by anyone. Your name likely falls under that category. The Wyable, of course, that won't happen for a very long time. The long journey of the Pyro Archon has now, as we celebrate your glory, thank you for the respect. You can keep chatting with your friends nearby.
After you got back, you mentioned you saw Koichi in the Night Kingdom. Good. It's all right. She's probably sick of... Still. Thank you.
My teacher once said the weight of fate is decided. You helped Natlan overcome a cruel fate. Now we just need to see...
And Guthred's soul possessed my body. All I saw was the captain carried countless souls within him. For us, his death is something...
My lord. I knew about the captain's immense strength, no matter how prejudiced I may have.
The stories of heroes will continue. If Natlan faces a crisis again, we've earned our place in history.
When I was little, my father told me about Thrain, the Sentinel Knight, an outlet. He was brave, fearless. I never thought that, in my lifetime, another
Just like the Archon said, we can now we will never forget your contribution.
What are you thinking about, Traveler? Oh, the battle, right?
Story! I want to hear a story!
Come on!
Well, you kids don't... All right. You can be... Now.
Want to stop and listen to the story? Sounds pretty fun!
This is a story of the great heroes of our time. There are 3 great heroes at the center of this tale.
The first is an outlander known as the Traveler, a warrior of great strength, completely immune to the More importantly, the Traveler is...
Yeah, she's super. Hey, just let him. The man telling the story keeps looking this way, Traveler. Paimon thinks he recognizes you.
The second hero is also an outlander many years ago. He forged a connection with this land and used his body as a vessel for the souls of his fallen comrades. His goal was to give them a home, and with the third hero is none other. Not only is she a powerful and with the support of 6 heroes from 500 years ago, she united Natlan against a dangerous foe. Now, this story under her guidance, Kachina performed exceptionally well in the pilgrimage, and suddenly, the sky turned dark. The sacred flame went out, and Gasoithoth appeared. Everyone gathered at the stadium and sang the Ode of Resurrection together to send their support to the furthest corner of the Night Kingdom. Hermione became known by all, and everyone began reciting the words that defined its message. In the beginning, until someone said, only then did the... Anyway, the Dust, the Traveler, fought for life. The Captain and our Archon, Mawika, created a bridge between them.
Wow! Is there more? Please don't.
Sounds like you...
I loved it! Yeah, and Hermione is the cool... Hey, it's supposed to be my turn! No, it's my turn!
So, no one wants to be the Pyro Archon anymore?
Sounds fun. What do you say, Traveler? Wanna let Paimon be Hermione? Alrighty then! Let's go, Paimon! A new adventure awaits!